Greetings citizens of the world. This is part 3 of 40 techniques of the Illuminati, 25 through 40. Number 25. Computerization/technology. The elite have many classified means of controlling us, though some are still in the trial stages. Consider nanochips. Teeny tiny robots can be placed in humans to control them. Robotic reproduction, the ability of robots and computers to reproduce, and GTWA, Global Technology World Alliance, which is a secret society, developing and working with advanced technology to achieve control and denomination of international supremacy and economics. Bluetooth, Wi and other high-tech tools, along with laser and advanced weaponry, stun guns, particle beams, are also tools for fully establishing the NWO. The elite have secret labs and black ops, yet they won't support scientists and researchers who create inventions or medications for the good of mankind. Number 26. UFOs, whether truly from another planet or invented by the government, they can be used to instill paralyzing dread in us. If they tell us that an invasion is real, quickly we would give up all our rights to be protected from enemies. Number 27. Economy. In order for the elite to completely take over the world, they have to capture the economic sector, to create a one-world economy, as seen in the collapse of the American dollar, along with merging the US, Canada and America into one of the 10 regions. These 10 regions each will have a representative on a governing panel, with one member emerging as a dictator. Many of the other 10 regions have already been set up. Elitists manipulate the stock market and all other monetary resources. They own the Federal Reserve and control all international currencies, determining what your paycheck will be worth. Number 28. Feminism and working mothers. From the moment the powers decided to use left-wing feminism as a way to cause resentment between men and women and their children, is the moment when the institution of marriage faltered. 2 incomes gave mom and dad the false sense that they had money, and thus materialism also seeped into our lives at the same time. The role of males has been redefined and belittled. Number 29. UN. Most damaging for American citizens is the UN, which strives to undermine our country, reduce our spending power, eliminate our freedoms, lower us to third world status, make us pay for other countries' problems, and rape of us of everything that once made us powerful. Doing this allows the NWO to weaken the most prevailing muscle in the world so that we have no strength to fight any of their programs. Number 30. Confiscation of rights. The NWO elitists can't fully stage their takeover until our country is disarmed, as an armed citizenry can fight back. The day they take our guns is the total end of our sovereignty and our country. Number 31. Secret societies serve to unite the elitists in their demise of our nation and the installation of a global government, via their networking force, and underground operations, as well as control over religious, educational and corporate systems. They will never admit that these societies exist and that they are the muscle behind the authority. Symbolism is one facet of them, and they use newspapers, radio airwaves, and TV to subliminally pass messages to one another. Number 32. Mind control. The government and their counterparts are most adept in brainwashing techniques, using a litany of resources, such as drugs, MK Ultra, LSD, projects, Project Monarch, Phoenix, propaganda, constant bombardment of untruths and omissions by the media, cults, programming, groups giving up their individuality, and blindly following some unstable leader, and video games, rock music, violence and witchcraft on TV, such as Harry Potter. Even works of fine art are polluted with vulgarity and crude innuendos. Societies have agents and sleepers everywhere. Number 33. Media mergers. The Illuminati own all the major media in print, television, radio, music, and theater. They create conglomerates and monopolies. Doing this gives them control over everything we watch, read, and listen to. Number 34. Corrupt government, CIA, drugs, and arms smuggling, bought politicians, undercover dealings, disinformation, lies and distortions, blackmail, constant deceptions, are all part of their bid for a one-world government. Disinformation is a major means of confusing us, which they do through false media reports, chain letters, the articles they place on the internet, and the rumors they start. Number 35. Lack of missile defense. An unarmed America is akin to a fire in a theater with no exits. While other countries are building their arsenals, we're minimizing ours. Disarmament and the decline of our militia, and thus our ability to defend ourselves, certainly mean defeat even before a conflict breaks out. Number 36. Decline of military. Our military lacks the self-confidence, the manpower, the equipment, and the technology needed to fight opposing forces, and is compromised in morality and morale through unnecessary wars that are not intended to be won. Number 37. Passing of EOs, executive orders, PDs, presidential directives, and PDDs, presidential decision directives, have become so amorphous and customary that no one cares when a new one is enacted. This is an Illuminati tactic to proceed with their personal agendas, without first obtaining congressional approval, thus allowing extreme orders to be written that would prove detrimental to the general public. For example, a single EO could dissolve the entire United States. Number 38. Infiltration. The Illuminati use subtlety to invade churches, schools, corporations, small businesses, organizations, and everything else, and implant their ideology and philosophy of a one-world government through well-honed issues, such as global warming. They have their people, often members of their secret societies, placed throughout these entities, who make decisions beneficial to the elitists. Number 39. Regional government. One of the most effective means for the powers to gain control and implement their global rule is through regional government, where they give mandates to mayors and municipal managers via documents on how matters must be handled. Law enforcement, attorneys, and judges are part of the scenario. Number 40. Created or contrived crises. Whether actual or devised, crises seem real to us. False or deliberate, crises work to scare us, and allow the Illuminists to achieve their goals, such as redesigning New Orleans to their desire, or going to Iraq and Syria for oil, and the takeover of their banks for the Federal Reserve. Examples include global warming, the energy crisis, floods, hurricanes. They can control the weather and any other disaster they desire. In summary, the elitists use these approaches among others to bring about their new world order, or global government. The inner circle, and their octopus arms, suck in prey, smaller than they to conquer, and will resort to any method of getting what they want. They have planned long and hard, covering all their bases, and devised ingenious ways to conquer us. Be on guard. Our hope of overcoming them lies in the schisms they create among themselves, their ongoing feuding and power fight for the top position, along with empowering ourselves with knowledge of what they do. That, they can't take away from us, and we can use. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.